Hello, this is Shazart, and honestly, I have been procrastinating this video for the longest time ever, but I've had enough. I've decided to finally take the step. So here we are. So, for starters, let's get the introductions out of the way. Let's get to know each other first. Who am I? As I mentioned, it's Shazart, and the real name is Shams. Just a girl from Alexandria, Egypt. Alexandria is a coastal city in Egypt, one of the most beautiful cities there, for those who don't know. And what else do you need to know? I'm 25. Well, I'm gonna be 25 in April, next April. Okay, moving on to what this channel will be about. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that I have it all figured out and that I have a clear plan of what exactly it is that I want to do with this channel, because nope, I don't. But I'll tell you one thing. What I know for sure is that why I started this channel, I guess one of the reasons was that I was inspired by a few YouTubers here on this platform, like Adam Duff, like Kelix Loops, if I'm pronouncing this correctly, I hope I am. And their channels have been a huge part of my inspiration, my motivation, my journey as an aspiring artist in general. So I've always wanted to create something of my own as well. Hopefully this will allow me to meet like-minded people and people who share the same, I guess, struggles and ideas, and maybe we can inspire one another and learn from one another, and hopefully have fun as well. So the nature of the channel, as I hope it's gonna be, I definitely gonna share a lot of time lapses, especially the digital ones. So what I want to do is just create some time lapses of my process. Of course, you can watch the process if you're interested. If you just want to have a draw with me video, that's also very welcome. This is actually the main purpose of these videos. Personally, I really like it when I have a chat, or when I listen to somebody as I draw. Sometimes I may listen to podcasts or something educational, but sometimes my mind is too tired for that, so just a little bit of chatter can calm me down sometimes. And a lot of these videos helped me a lot when that was the case, so yeah. So I'll share these time lapses, I'll babble a lot about a lot of things. My thoughts, my process, my challenges as I paint these things, my maybe different media or products or programs that I try out, and also because I'm very much into shows in general, like K-drama, anime, any kind of shows, and I like painting scenes out of these of this content. I'll probably share my I'm not gonna say a review, or maybe it's gonna be a sort of a review of the show, my thoughts about it. I can't promise that there won't be any spoilers though. It's gonna be like my thoughts as I watched it, my personal analysis of some ideas in these shows, why I was inspired by it, and why did I feel like drawing these scenes in general. For example, the whole piece, as I recorded at the time, took me 15 hours to finish. This one over here. It was very challenging for me because it was the first time that I've ever done something like this. First of all, I'm not really used to painting more than one character in one scene, and for those who've been doing art for a while probably know how challenging that is, to paint more than one person in a scene and adjusting the proportions of each character and so on. This was one. The other thing is that the lighting of the scene was a bit of a challenge for me as well. Personally, I find dramatic lighting to be very difficult to get right because it's not easy to figure out, especially the darkest tones. At least for me, it always ends up a little bit muddy. If you see here, as I struggle with Sherlock's face, I keep trying the colors out and it doesn't feel right. And after a very long time, it finally feels right. So it was very much a challenge to get the colors right in this one to achieve this dramatic lighting for both characters, but especially with Sherlock, I think. When I watched the show, which I watched twice, by the way, Sherlock Holmes series, I watched the entire series twice, and the final scene between Sherlock and Eurus, his sister, was very inspiring and very heartwarming as they stand together with the glass separating them and both of them playing the violin. It was very, very heartwarming and inspiring, especially knowing their relationship with each other, how it was, and how similar yet different they are as well. And the struggles and the insecurities of each character. And as you watch the scene, you see them like having some eye contact as they play the song, and it's a very, very emotional scene, in my opinion, in the entire series. And the whole metaphor of Eurus as she struggles with her own loneliness as a genius and being even what's the word, like left behind by her own brothers. I guess it's kind of relatable in a way and saddening in a way as well, but at the same time you have trouble sympathizing with her because she's not entirely a good person, right? She has ended up killing several people and hurting others, and so she's not really a good person, but at the same time you just like, you can't help sympathizing with her. It's understandable how she behaved, not justifiable, definitely, but it's understandable. I always have this conflict with characters that I can totally understand, even if their actions are entirely not justifiable. And I'm going to talk about this on this channel a lot because I'm really obsessed with such characters. Anyway, we're almost wrapping up our video, and you'll see me here experimenting with different compositions, and then I end up with the very first composition that I had. And what I can say about this one is that it's definitely taught me a lot, and I'm pretty proud of how it turned out. I hope you love it as much as I do, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!